Hey there guys, Ephraim's Vanguard here, and welcome to this next episode of Let's Play The Simpsons Hit and Run. I'm back here at the title screen because this is a new recording session. I got a lot in last time, and I'm proud of myself for that. But anyways, we're here, and this is how we'll actually be going into level 3. Bart Simpson disappears in bright light, family pleads to light, give back our boy. And you can see they actually have a date up there on the paper. For each level, it actually moves forward one day. As you can see, it's sunset now when we're playing as Lisa. Originally, when I was playing this game, I wasn't paying attention to the dates on the paper. So, I thought, and you can see that it gets progressively darker in the day. Like, Bart's is midday, Lisa's is, or rather, I should say, Homer's level, its setting is in the morning. Bart's is midday, now Lisa's is in the afternoon. So, you would, if you weren't paying attention to the dates, you would think that all the events of the game take place over a single day. But no, each level is actually a different day. It just so happens that the lighting also, it just gets progressively farther. So, you know, it would be like 26 or 28 hours later, not just 2 or 4. But anyway, we have cannot talk. With each new level, we have a new car to go along with the new character, and this is Lisa's car right here, which you can see her driving in Bart's level. It's a surprisingly decent car. It's something Malibu... Oh, sorry, car. Something Malibu Stacy related. Also, isn't Lisa 8 years old? She can't be driving. Yeah, Malibu Stacy car. That's exactly what it's called. But you can see pretty good speed, decent acceleration, and very good handling. Its only real weakness is that it gets dented easily, as you can see from a single crash causing 11% of damage. So, just gotta keep that in all. Also, pretty appropriately, when you're driving around with her in this level, you get some more very jazzy music with a saxophone, appropriately enough. Let's back up. Let him go by. But personally, this map right here is my favorite in the game. I don't know why, but I really enjoy this level. Maybe it's because it's set at sunset, and I really just enjoy the sunset, or maybe it's because it's got like a more coastal / tropical feel to it, as we'll see later on. And that's just something that I appreciate personally, because it's a little bit of a rarity. A suburban town and a metropolis aren't that unfamiliar to me, but I only go to the coast like once every couple years, so it's still a pretty rarity for me. Especially none that's more based on the West Coast. Sorry. Especially none that's more based on the West Coast as this is, or like this seems to be, because I've never been that far. I think I've said it before, the farthest west I've been is Nashville, Tennessee. But our objective is actually in this shop it spawned us in over here, so should we go do that, or should we go explore the area on top? I'm thinking explore the area. You can actually take this sign out front, little detail right there. And you have a giant itchy and scratchy thing. Is that an itchy and scratchy thing? No, it's just a weasel. Or something like that. There's a wrench over here that you can grab between its legs. Also, you might have noticed on the loading screen over there, I didn't mention before, it had whichever the cat is of it in the Tom and Jerry spoof strapped to dynamite. All the loading screens in the game are like that. They vary. It's either on the newspaper, it's the cat strapped to dynamite, and if you go into other modes, I believe, or if you quit to the main screen, it's the rat sawing the cat's head in half, which is very unpleasant. That's what it is. Also, something to note real quick, I mentioned the V-screen tearing before. I need to say, it's actually a thing with the game, not my GameCube like I thought it was, because I saw footage from another person who played through this game very recently. Apparently it's just a thing, because this dude was playing it, who I'm not going to mention because he's sort of inflammatory. And, on either side of the debate you're on with him, it's a bit of a toss-up. But he played through the game fairly recently, and Slim Kirby I mentioned before, but he was playing it on the Xbox, I think, And his also had V-screen tearing, so, or V-sync tearing, I should say. So that's something to note. So like I said, I thought it was either a capture card thing with mine or the game. I doubt that's the case. But now that we got that card, we can go inside this shop right here. It's called like Android's Dungeon or something like that. But of course, Comic Book Guy's in here because why wouldn't he be? And there's actually...
Where do you think you're going?
Willie, what are you doing?
I need to find...
No. Was he just chasing a pig? I swear there was something you could do with that little prop over there. I know some... Oh, God. There is something you can do with the prop over there. That's very macabre. Clothes. We can get Lisa's cool outfit so that she looks kind of like a hipster. Her Florida outfit, which I know fans absolutely love this outfit because it's such a specific reference. Or her hockey outfit. We're not going to go with any right now. We'll play the first level straight. But when we do some exploring, I'll switch to the Florida outfit just because.
That is a ticket to the unreleased Itchy and Scratchy episode. I will only trade that for a complete set of collector cards. Please to note, I said complete. I'm not going through that crap again.
So let's not talk to you. As he said, we can get that ticket if we have all the collector cards. He means all the collector cards in every level. So we can't do that quite yet. Nowhere close. That's a bonus episode thing. But maybe I need to do his mission before, because I'm pretty sure that's a gag right there, that dude on the sign. But anyway, we'll talk to him proper. Let me just make sure over here. Yeah, nothing. So we'll just talk to him properly. Why don't we?
I need to find my stupid brother. Have you seen him?
Yes, can't talk now. I must get the last copy of the new Itchy and Scratchy Adventures comic. It's the controversial issue in which they finally kiss. Assist me, and I will aid you with your dilemma.
Alright, so now we have our first mission as Lisa, which I honestly don't remember. I don't remember anything about this except just starting it up. Nerd Race Queen, race the nerd to the Itchy and Scratchy store, get the comic back before time runs out.
Lisa Simpson.
So we gotta race this nerd again. This ambiguous nerd. Like I said, or I might have said before, I can't remember. I don't think he has a specific model tied to him. It might just be a random NPC in the car. That's a random thing to say, Lisa. I know it's Latin, but still. Especially because that's typically associated as a very religious phrase, and you're not that type of lady. So I have no idea where we're going. Oh! This isn't the way you're supposed to go? That worked better than it should have. Alright, we're still going down this way. Like I said, I don't know where the objective is. I'm just following the arrows, so thank God I kind of got him on. Oh, the cops are on us. Almost on us. Unfortunately, this is a precarious area. We did it! Get the Itchy and Scratchy comic. Alright, let's let the cops settle down, because we're on a boardwalk area right now, or the pier area, and there's lots of civilians, and we gotta go back? Yeah, you will often run over people just like that.
Before it deteriorates into near mint condition, heaven forbid.
Oh. Avoid the people. Continue on up here. Honestly, like, I try my hardest. In reality, I try to not be like comic book nerd guy. It's because I know that's like the stereotype of geeks and nerds around, and I try to avoid that. It's unfortunate. Like, for example, I don't have any stickers on the back of my car. Which is something
now, to get
okay.
This inky treasure into its Mylar sanctuary.
What about Bart? I asked you, have you seen him?
I think I saw him at the Noiseland arcade. Ugh, video games were a waste of money. Now to go online and bid $1,000 for Itchy and Scratchy corncob holders. A terrific expense.
Like I don't advertise my my interests quite as much as he does, like on the back of my car. But another thing is well, for starters, I don't collect because I don't have that much expendable money. I need to save it up for the future for reasons. But yeah, I also typically don't spend a lot of money on stuff like just to have it. Usually like my interest obviously is mainly with video games. If I buy a video game, it's because I intend to play it, not just to have it sit on my shelf. So I usually don't do that, or you know, just to have it in my possession. So can we do this gag now that he's not talking to us? Willie again. There we go. Yeah, there is a gag. Anyway, I said I would do this, so we'll get the Florida outfit. And it's in all of its horrible glory. But I figured this would be appropriate to explore a little bit because this is a sort of tropical area. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be based on, you know, like a California coast sort of thing. But, hey. Is Southern California honestly all that different from Florida? But there's actually... Is that Skinner over there? It's someone. You are Skinner. You honestly, your 3D model looks a little off, I'll say. That's something that the game usually is pretty good about. It transitions from the show's 2D style to this 3D really well, and Nelson's there that we can race. And this is a little shortcut that you can take right here to, if you need to get around, to come down there. The only difficulty is navigating it, and that part can be a little difficult. And through this section, you can either go down here and just go around, or you can try and scoot down through here. The only problem is when those steel beams come down, you can very easily hit that and stop your progress. So it's sort of high risk, high reward if you're in the middle of a timed objective or a race or something like that. Can I not get up there? Come on. Also, the sound is pretty horrible, so keep that in mind. Can I seriously not jump up there? I'll kick something out of anger. There we go. Took me forever to kick that. Apparently, I'm just really incompetent today. So, now we can come up here. Barney's Bowl-O-Rama. Wasp. Actually, before we continue on, let's check out the level stats, why don't we? 11 gags again? Well. Unfortunately, this area is not quite as dense and complex as the other areas. It's basically, again, it's a circle that you can loop around, but it's mainly just stretches of road with no landmarks in between, and then a couple landmarks grouped together along the side. So, fortunately, it's you only really have a few places. This section of the map, this businessy section, I guess, is definitely the busiest portion. So, keep that in mind. But it's really not that difficult. Also, like I said, this is my favorite map, so when I was a kid, I liked to run around and explore it quite a bit, so I know my way around. Not to the objectives, mind you, but, because, well, I won't get into that reason why. Be careful, Lisa. But, I do know the map quite well. Also, we need a jump to get that. That's unfortunate. It looks like it's in the middle, so I can hop from either side. What does that sign say? Something about an evil scientist, I'm sure. Oh, Android's Dungeon, just as I was talking about earlier. Bart's Soul? Oh, God. Alright, we'll come back around here. I've seen people, like, by people online, I mean TV tropes. Hold on, I'm readjusting here, so I'll just talk. TV tropes say that most people, once they get the Malibu Stacy car, they'll just kind of use it since it is such a good racing car, so long as you avoid hitting stuff for a while. Now, personally, I still generally prefer to keep up with the other cars, but hey, that's just me. There's a casino right here. What? Gunter and Ernst? Okay. What is it? Oh.
Sweet forward momentum.
Nope. Camera. Cooperate. Lance Murdoch's suicycle. Okay. But what this is, it's another shortcut. Albeit a one-way shortcut. Oh yeah, it also has houses on hills like this, so that's pretty typical of California. I think on hills though, like that though, is more typical of San Francisco. I almost didn't make that jump, but that is a jump that you can make to fly down here quickly. Squidport here, whatever. That's down here, and that's where it causes a lot of trouble. But again, if I'm making some wrong assumptions about California, it's because I haven't been anywhere close to there. I think in my life I've met exactly one person from California, and she wasn't even from the coast, she was from Bakersfield, so again, I'm not the most knowledgeable person about that sort of stuff. If you come down here, there's a landed ship. I can't remember the proper term. The point is, it's up on ground, and there's a wasp there that we can hit. Around with some crates that we can shoot to. No, 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 no. Got that out of the way. And yes, you can drive into the water. It just respawns you like normal. And there's this crate over here. Take down a couple palm trees.
Kid power!
Come back up here. And oh, we drove farther than before.
Watch it, buddy.
Yeah, you are intended to drive up here, but that doesn't mean it's easy. It's very difficult to get your meter built up. What is this, Planet Hype? That's an odd name. Come up here. Oh, I hear a wasp. And he's right there. Oh, I see a card on the light tower over there. Yeah, you can actually see it from the zoom there. Looky there. It actually cooperated for once. And can I not? There we go. You can get into the center. Though the camera sort of gets stuck and lags behind. Oh, that was a little disorienting. Let's get off of it. Let's come over here.
I wonder if I'll get extra credit.
Well,
for
there's a
this.
wrench.
Wow. I need to work on my cardio.
No, you can't jump on top of there. I was thinking you could, but nah, it's an invisible wall. And here's the captain.
Could you please stop running us aground now?
Think green.
You know the real pirates be Congress. Arr, satire.
Hi there, fellow citizen.
The best glass eyeball material be polymer, not actual glass. Yar, informative.
Hello, vote Democrat.
Yar, can you believe I was once captain of a mighty 1-hour photomat?
Honestly, there aren't really that many people sort of on the field or map that you can talk to. He's sort of the only one I know, because everyone else is sort of mission-based. Actually, can we go talk to Comic Book Guy? I think that might be the first time anyone's ever asked that question. But, maybe. There's also like a little Jeep. What does that say? Malaria zone. That's pretty horrible. And then there's a tattoo shop over here. Out of the way. You didn't get out of the way. Spaghetti factory. Or laboratory, sorry. Crypto barn, a place for codes. Itchians. Oh, that's where we were before. But yeah, that's what all this is. Well, we didn't show off the whole pier. I thought there was more stuff over here that I could get, but nah, doesn't quite seem that way. Well, we'll have ample opportunity on that side, so. Oh, graze that tree.
My bad.
Get that. Get that. Lisa most certainly would not be, oh god, supporting and destroying trees, or generally breaking the law, I think, but oh well. It doesn't matter that much, does it? If you come over here, there's like a... need to make sure we don't hit anything. A movie theater of sorts. You look peculiar. You're not an interesting NPC that I can talk to. I almost got the cops on my tail for that.
Hey, no ticket, no entry.
So yeah, this does appear to be a movie theater. $70,000 student films that still cost you $8. So is there really not anything interesting here? Oh, Itchy and Scratchy movie. I guess I can say once you do buy that ticket, this is where you come to find a certain secret relating to that ticket, as you could imagine. So they sort of foreshadow it away here, and it's interesting that early in the game they sort of give you like a long-term objective. Just a little thing. We can hitchhike with some of the people over here. You're just sitting in a parking lot, so we'll go with you. These cars suck as much as they ever do. Ooh, I saw a thing back there. Yeah, that thing. Vending machine. Most of the cars here, they're pretty bland. Just regular sedans and vans or minivans and that sort of stuff. You get a truck every now and then. But I try to stop him, but there is an interesting one over there. There's Nelson again, as I was talking about. And in case you couldn't see it before, you can drive up these steps over here. It's another little shortcut that you can take. And it is two-way, unlike some of these. So we'll come over here, not to talk to Nelson, but just to collect these coins. There we go. And I also like taking this shortcut because it gives you a wrench to repair yourself. This is no, that's not the car I want, is it? It is. So what does it say? I know it says Sea Captain something delivery, but I can't read that last word. Also, there's a mailbox in the way. Fish delivery, of course. But this is the interesting car that sort of only appears in this level, so there's that. Drive this around. There really isn't too much in these areas specifically, except running over stuff.
I hope Bart gets blamed for that.
Funny that Lisa hopes Bart gets blamed for stuff and Bart tries to blame Lisa for stuff. It works out that way. Also, this shade of like turquoise is apparently really popular in this part of town. There's a Krusty Burger over here, which I think we've already been to. And should we? What time are we at? Oh, we are later than I thought. Guess we haven't done too much today. This next level might take a little bit of time. But real quick, I want to test the horn on this.
I seem to be stranded here. Can you help a sister out?
Oh, I thought we were going to talk to Millhouse for a second. Scared me. Just regular car horn. And I want to test the limo's horn too. Any other cars that I'm interested in hearing about? Oh, you're not supposed to see that.
Need federally mandated breakfast.
Not particularly. We've heard all these, except I don't know if we tested the limos. All these cars just have normal horns, and it's really boring. I'm going to beat up Millhouse for it.
Well, I'm telling Weekend Dad.
What's this over here? An arcade? Noiseland Arcade. Alright. Well, I'm going to go change back into Lisa's normal outfit for now. And we actually won't be wrapping up the episode because there's another couple things that I need to show off from previous missions, actually. The problem is I can't remember exactly what they are off the top of my head, so we'll be running to those in just a moment's notice. Well, I can't quite remember what I planned to do in level 1, but here in level 2, we forgot to look at these cards, so we need to do that. The Telltale Head, Trying to impress some older kids, Bart cuts the head off the statue commemorating the town's founder. Radio Bart, an AM radio toy. What initially seemed like another lame present from Homer is put to good use by Bart when he uses it to fool the entire town into thinking that a kid is trapped at the bottom of the well. Bone Storm game, which if we had this, then we wouldn't need to worry about the missions. Bart wanted this game so bad he almost ended up doing hard time, which, to be fair, he also did here. Bart's Comet, Big Butt Skinner. Also known as Budzilla, this ordinary weather balloon was vandalized by Bart to resemble Principal Skinner. Mr. Honey Bunny, Lisa on Ice. Bart's beloved childhood doll with head removed, used as Lisa's good luck charm during the big hockey game. Oh, so she actually does play hockey. What do you know? Bart's driver's license. Fake, of course. Obviously, Bart is too young to drive. Alright. And this thing... one of the countless products receiving the official Krusty brand seal of approval may cause birth defects. That's not pleasant. Well, now that we got that out of the way, I need to go mindlessly drive around level 1 until I figure out what the heck I was doing. Or was planning to do. Well, one interesting thing I found driving around is that this old man, he certainly has a name, and you've seen him in this game quite before, but he appears out in front of this house on this map, and you can kick him around. He appears differently in other portions, but that's later. Oh my gosh, you actually can destroy that. I have never tried this before. Now this is where I would expect them to put a secret. This is not what I came here for. Well, there's some giant chess pieces over here with people in them. I don't like that. Are these literally his pawns? If you don't know who he is, you'll find out later if you haven't figured it out already. Oh my gosh. I thought it was just boarded up. I had no idea you could actually come through here. I did not know that. I thought it was just permanently boarded up. Learn something new about this game all the time, I guess. They make an uncomfortable noise when you kick them. It's like a weird crunching sound. And you can destroy these trees too. But you can't exactly bring a car up here, so I'm not going to waste my time doing that. And we already know there's no wasps up here, so no need to do that either. Anything of interest up here? Yeah, some boxes. Wow. I'm still pretty amazed. Let's make sure we hit the magic number. Yeah, 1776. That's what I wanted. Now, no, we skip right past the year George Washington took office. So instead we end up in a year where Thomas Jefferson was president, but not too much notable really happened.
Must never run again.
Well, that's all that's up here, but I still can't remember what I was originally going to come here for. Maybe if I just drive around some more, I'll eventually figure it out.
Ouch, my bikini's
I feel like my memory was saying... I feel like it was about, like, out in front of the plant over here. So maybe I should just keep on talking and act like nothing's going wrong. I'm pretty sure I talked about this before, but, what does that say? Still operating thanks to lengthy appeals process. But this area over here, I know you can choose not to go into the field. You can come over here and come out this way. But that's not exactly what I was going for.
Watch it, I almost spilled my sundae.
I don't think that was it. Oh, God. Ooh, we came dangerously close to getting the police on our tail. But again, I don't feel like that was it. I feel like there was more over here. Something that I'm just not remembering. Well, if I remember it at any point before this is uploaded, which is, there's a fair chance I will, it'll just be tacked on at the end over here. You can come over here and wreck some of this dude's stuff.
Ooh, the vibration's tickling my feet.
Actually, I think I know who this dude is, but that comes relevant much later. Actually, might even say right here. Welcome to Quickie Mart. No, that's not it. It's not a Pooh's house. But anyway.
Ow, my ass.
Oh, I do remember. I do remember now. And it was actually inside the power plant. So I'll cut over there right now. So, it wasn't exactly where I was planning to go, but you know. Oh, it just took me outside. Well, over here in Homer's office, I think previously I said he had an ant farm over here. He actually mentions it's a scorpion farm. Like I said, it was an ant farm, but it looked more like a tarantula or a scorpion farm. That's because it is a scorpion farm. I am an idiot. I can't remember that. And I only realized that because I was watching that dude I mentioned earlier, playing through earlier today, and I saw that cutscene where Homer mentioned it, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I am an idiot. So, yeah, that's all. We get to end this episode on me being an idiot. That should be all we have to cover in these previous missions, unless more stuff about me being an idiot comes up. But if that doesn't happen, then we'll be joining back with Lisa in level 3. See you guys then.